We're joined now by Vince Hill, former police officer, private investigator. And obviously one of the questions here as you look at this, good to see you, by the way, Vince, you see this and you see the different locations. Could this be one person, or are you seeing more a group of people?
I think it's a group, and you heard the president say those responsible, right? You're talking about 5 packages, Mike. It would be hard for one person to go to a postal location with those addresses of 2 former presidents, a senator, Soros, CNN, and not draw any red flags to that postal worker taking those packages. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than one individual.
Got it. That's a look at the device at the Time Warner Center. Tell us what I mean, obviously you want to glean as much as you can off this, right? What are you looking at when you inspect these?
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to get all of those packages and see if those bombs, or those devices, I should say, have some of the same components. So that will tell you if it's the same person or group of people that made these devices and actually sent those out.
Yeah, sounds like it is, from what we all dubbed pipe bombs.
Absolutely.
We've heard very frightening shards of glass,
right.
Projectiles. This could have been just, again, that's what we're thankful
very destructive.
For. Right, yeah, it could have been very destructive, so much worse here. One other thing to mention, it's the obvious point that the names I mentioned, all Democrats.
Right.
Where do you go social media-wise to begin to ferret out who could that be a clue?
Right, well, clearly you can't ignore that, right? It's not a coincidence that every person that received this package was a Democrat. So you want to check things like social media. You want to check things like text messages or anything like that, because the federal government is investigating this. So you better believe they're checking phone records, they're checking text messages, social media, anything they can check to find out who's behind this, they're checking right now.
Got it. Again, we mentioned 5. We had reported there's a 6th being looked at. This is a postal facility, a sorting facility, and again, another Democrat it's her address. We're talking about Maxine Waters here, so we'll keep you updated on that. With that said, so that's a potential 6, not confirmed as of yet. Do you expect more throughout the day, or do you think this is it? There
could be more, Mike. Again, I think we're dealing with more than one individual, so we don't know where these packages are coming from. We don't know who they're being sent to. So I think before it's all said and done, we could actually see more packages arriving at other locations.
One last one for you. How difficult is it, or what are you looking for? Are you looking for any kind of code language that might say, this date, today is the day, and that's going to, launch what we're experiencing?
Yeah, absolutely. Here. If you think back to September 11th, those key phrases were there. The terrorists knew it was September 11th when the attack was going to happen. So I think once this is all said and done, we'll see those phrases. We'll see that.
Got it. Okay. Vince, thanks again. Vince Hill joining us, former police officer, private investigator. Thanks again.
Always
and again,
a pleasure.
We're staying on top of this breaking news. And again, very concerning. 5 confirmed suspicious devices delivered today. We'll stay on top of that. By the way, is a chemical, biological, radiation, nuclear, environmental trunk outside the Time Warner Center. So we had mentioned it. Some white powder was also found in the midst of this. That's being tested as well. So much going on here. A fast-moving story. We're all over it. Stay with us. You're watching HLN.